I just touched down in LA, the Spanish, my favorite. This that G, I keep it playing, so I put it on. She be in the
Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Two of the bigger disappointments in the first quarter of the season doing battle here as we get this one underway. Now Raheem Blackshear going to take this one out. And he returns this to the 22. They'll start on the ground with Brooks. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, Young. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
You look at this defense for Tampa Bay.
Now they're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
And this is what we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
Young on 3rd down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
And this is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
A first down throw for Young.
He completes this one to Mingo.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So nothing doing there, and it'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, Brooks.
He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Young going to move them around. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, You're just throwing the football, all right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Brooks. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try it now with Brooks. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. That's taken in. It's Xavier Legette.
Touchdown, Carolina!
Xavier Legette,
His first touchdown on the year.
and the Panthers are on the board first here on the road in Tampa.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
He'll get that out to the flat to White.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage.
Usually in this spot, you'd hear an offensive coordinator saying, don't feel like you got to get this all back at once. But here, they give up the opening touchdown and say, no time like the present to show what we can do too. And that's big yardage on their initial play from scrimmage.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
A first carry for Rachaad White. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, a 2nd down. The Buccaneers at 1-3 here in the early part of the year.
Yeah, they've looked football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
And not much running room. Down to the 32.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Mayfield off the play fake. He'll buy some time right. Touchdown! A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Buccaneers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now 2nd and 5. Young going to give to Brooks.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, you know they had a third down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Young looks to throw on first down.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the 33, here's a 2nd down and 4. Now Young.
He'll find Thielen working the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On 1st and 10, Young.
Adam Thielen, back-to-back catches.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
They run out of the gun with Brooks here.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd and 5.
Here's a quick throw to Thielen. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Once again, it's Brooks.
And nothing but green grass here.
Jonathan Brooks with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Panthers have taken the lead. The point after is good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. From the gun, Mayfield. We'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And, oh, he takes a shot at the end of that play. A first down throw for Mayfield. Oh, he's going to look downfield for Barkley. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And the Panthers will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now.
And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Bucs are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they'll have 50 seconds to work with, so that really plenty of time to try to put something together. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now here's Young. That one completes him again. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Young now. And that's going to be incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's the Panthers punter now. as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. In motion, Slayton. Now a second down throw for Mayfield. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Going right side, he finds Slayton. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Well, this has been a close game throughout, but that return can help them gain the separation that they've been seeking throughout the game.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Mayfield now from the 50. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. They'll go up the middle with White. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Play fake. Mayfield. That ball caught by Slayton. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A gain there of 21 yards.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Baker going to change it up. They run straight ahead here with White. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Big Derek Brown making the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. They keep it on the ground. White again. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 45 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On 3rd and short, going with their tight end. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Albert Okwuegbunam. A 5. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now a give to Brooks running right. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out.
10 cycles. Under 10. Watch twins. Ready.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
Pardon, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
On 1st and 10, it's Brooks. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. The 71 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
They'll stay on the ground with Brooks. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down at the 32-yard line. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run straight ahead with Brooks. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. A run out of the gun with Brooks. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right, they did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now a 2nd and 6. Young. The Sanders has got it complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. Here's Brooks. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Here is Young. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Young with it, 3rd and goal. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
And this one is right through. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their lead back down to one score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. 52 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They go play action. Mayfield. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Mayfield. That is intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll start on the ground with Brooks.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Here's 2nd down. Young.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Here's Young.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Young to throw. Got a man. That's Leggett.
Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Now 2nd and 4. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Now Young.
And that will be incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 50 seconds a month. 50 seconds a month. Let's go, dude. Go.
It's desperation time. Young on fourth down. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Up the middle with Brooks here. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Now 1st and goal. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. And they're not able to complete it. Now just 6 seconds remain. Time for one, maybe 2 more plays. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Young. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime. So overtime on the horizon, barring a wild finish here as the kick's away. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So the Bucs going to have a chance to go down and win it. They'll get the ball first here in overtime. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
The first throw in overtime for Mayfield now. Flush to his right. And he goes out right around the 39. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. Now a first throw here in overtime. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Now a give to White. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 75 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Mayfield on play action. And that is nearly intercepted. Oh, that would have changed things here in overtime, but instead, it's just second down.
And here in overtime, that had the potential to be the definition of a game-changing interception. But he couldn't find a way to pull it in. And that's a disappointment there.
On second down, they'll run with White. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
2 minutes left in this overtime session and still all tied. It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. How about this? They'll change it at the line. Oh, they're changing this at the line. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here in OT. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. And that is no good. Empty possession, and there's no worse time to have an empty possession than the first drive of overtime.
Yeah, and remember the situation now, Brandon. It's sudden death from here on out. You can bet he's begging for a chance to redeem himself. But the question now is, will that chance ever come?
On the ground, it's Brooks to start the drive. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. That's their second and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. 3rd and 9 here. What can Young do in the OT? Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Young. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Next score wins, but remember, this will be a tie if the period ends with no scoring as they work on 2nd down. Young going to give to Brooks. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a 1st. Now Young.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
So this is certainly a tough test here in the early career of the rookie kicker. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And the Panthers have to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the